and welcome to World Report. Tonight, from Kara to the Presidential Palace, Captain Ibrahim Traoré has upended Burkina Faso and challenged the world's powers. Here's what you need to know. Captain Traoré's rise to power. Born March 14, 1988, in Kara, Bamako, Captain Ibrahim Traoré assumed control on September 30, 2022, after ousting interim President Paul-Henri Sandaogo Damiba. At just 37, he is the world's second youngest head of state. A career army officer, Traoré led a swift, largely bloodless coup, capitalizing on frustration over Damiba's handling of jihadist violence, domestic agenda and humanitarian crisis. Since taking charge, he has intensified operations against militant groups, even as jihadist attacks have risen by 46%. More than 2 million Burkinabe are now displaced. Declaring a national emergency, Traoré has mobilized resources to aid refugees, but his hardline measures, including forced conscription of critics, have drawn criticism from human rights groups. Economic sovereignty, gold and aid. Rejecting new IMF and World Bank loans, Traoré inaugurated Burkina Faso's first gold refinery in Kaya. He insists this will keep mineral wealth in Burkinabe hands, but experts warn of smuggling risks and question whether revenues will reach ordinary citizens. Tensions with France. In early 2023, Traoré ordered the expulsion of 400 French soldiers, his most dramatic rebuke of the former colonial power. After the April 20, 2023 massacre in Karma village, regime-backed protesters accused France of destabilizing the transition, even burning EU and NATO flags in Ouagadougou. Pivot to Russia and Turkey. December 2022 saw Burkina Faso's Prime Minister on a private trip to Moscow, widely believed to include talks with Wagner Group representatives. This shift has deepened ties to Russia and Turkey, undercutting long-standing French influence. U.S. concerns and AFRICOM testimony. In April 2025 testimony before the Senate Armed Services Committee, AFRICOM Commander General Michael Langley cited entrenched corruption, weak democratic institutions, and limited strategic patience as drivers of Sahel coups, including Traoré's. Langley also accused the regime of diverting gold revenues to bolster its own security, provoking Traoré loyalists to denounce the United States as imperialist. ECOWAS withdrawal. In January 2024, Burkina Faso announced it would leave ECOWAS in January 2025, charging the bloc with subservience to France and failure to address jihadist threats. Joined by Mali and Niger, Traoré then signed the Alliance of Sahel States in July 2024, a move seen as a direct challenge to Western-backed regional frameworks. Media restrictions and human rights. Critics point to a growing clampdown on free expression. Radio France Internationale was suspended, journalists have been arrested, and opponents face forced military service. Human Rights Watch and other NGOs warn these measures stifle dissent and violate fundamental freedoms. What's next? Captain Traoré's gamble on sovereignty, rejecting Western aid, aligning with new partners, and tightening internal controls has reshaped Burkina Faso's geopolitics. But with security still fragile, a humanitarian crisis deepening, and international tensions escalating, the road ahead remains uncertain. That's our special report on Captain Ibrahim Traoré. I'm Comfort O. Say thank you for joining us on World Report.